beautiful people, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome to the family. It's really nice to have you. In today's video, we are actually going to do a foundation review. Now, I have done a few of these, so this is going to be no different. I will have a wear test throughout the whole day. I will show you clips throughout the day, and then at the end of the day, I will tell you my thoughts, my feelings on it, and whether I'd wear it again, whether I'd suggest it to you. So if you're ready, let's go. So the foundation we'll actually be looking at today is the NuZero Cushion foundation. Now this has SPF 24 PA++. I got it in the shade 04 Beige 23. I'm super excited to try this one because I have seen people review this quite a lot and they do get good reviews. I've seen people use it on Instagram a lot as well, so I'm super excited. I am someone who has combination skin, so I do have my oily T-zone and then everywhere else is a bit dry, so I'm hoping this is good for combination. I'm not a massive fan of the dewy ones that much because they do make me look like a grease ball and I don't really like that, so I'm super excited to see how this comes out. Whenever I do these sort of videos, I always repeat myself, and I'm going to repeat myself again just in case you're new around here. When I do my foundation reviews and trials and tests, I never wear powder, I never start with a primer, I never add any concealer, I never do any of that. The thing is, if I'm testing a foundation, I want to test the foundation. I don't want to test it with a powder, because what happens if I use a powder that doesn't like this and then I'm like, this is the worst foundation I've ever tried, I hate it, it came out so dry, but then it was actually the powder. It sort of defeats the whole point. Or what happens if I put powder on and it actually makes it better and I'm like, yeah, I didn't get greasy, well, you had powder on. The other thing is, if a foundation is oil-based and then I put a water-based primer, that's obviously going to contradict each other. It doesn't like it. They will start arguing with each other. That's pointless. I want to test the foundation for the foundation. I want to be straight up. I want to see how this foundation holds up by itself. So we are going to start with this. Now, I haven't even peeled off the mirror, but I'm not going to. I quite like it, and I don't need the mirror, I've got you. So let's see what this is like. Oh, it is wet. It is wet, because I pushed the whole thing in. I'm gonna zoom you in. I feel like it dries out pretty quick, applying it. It spreads out nicely, I think. I'm having to say I think because I cannot feel it well. But it does feel nice and cooling on the skin. It doesn't feel like it's drying me out. It feels nice and cool and wet, but it doesn't feel oily or greasy. I will be back once I've finished applying this everywhere. I have pretty much finished applying it everywhere, and here are a few things I've learned from doing it up close by a mirror. Number one, it creases super easily under the under eyes. I literally put it on and it instantly creased. So that is something to watch out for. Obviously, if you're going to be using concealer alongside of it, that may not be an issue. It is medium coverage, I believe, because it has covered some stuff, but not everything. It does feel like it could be buildable though. So if you are looking for something that is compact that you can bring around with you for medium coverage, but it is buildable, then this might be good for you. It definitely is medium coverage. It does go on quite thick, and a little goes a long way. I pushed it in and pretty much did half of my face, so a little does go a long way. It feels nice. It does feel like a bougie foundation. It has that slight stickiness, but not too sticky. Some of the compact foundations we have tried on this channel before are ridiculously sticky. I haven't noticed that with this. It does feel plump. It feels softening. I do think it'll be quite drying after a while though, because as soon as I applied it to my cheeks, it did look a bit cakey, dry, that sort of thing, once again around the eyes. So that is something to look out for. Obviously I will give you a full response on what I think later tonight. So it is 10:15 at the moment. I am going to film a little up close in natural lighting on my phone, and throughout the day I will give you updates. So if you're ready, let's go. I just filmed my last update, my last check-in. It is around 3 AM now. It is stupidly late. My lipstick is a mess. I'm a mess, but here we go. I said I'd give you a long day. I have given you a long day. I'm going to give you my exact thoughts, feelings, whether I'd suggest it, whether I wouldn't. First thing first, it felt nice. I kept forgetting I was wearing it until halfway through the day. It suddenly started feeling very dry, just super dry. It pretty much just attracted itself to my dry patches, but it didn't look too bad. It definitely wore off. Stuck to the dry patches. It wore off in a way that wasn't stupidly noticeable, where if you look at someone and go, oh, her makeup is bad. It didn't look like that, at least not to me. It didn't feel like that. I definitely think if your skin doesn't have that many dry patches, this is great, this is good. If you want something that is medium coverage to buildable coverage, it is pretty good. If you want something long wear, once again, pretty good. It did last a long time. Now, I have retopped the foundation up, put powder on this foundation just to see how it does wear with powder, and I am not too mad at it. Obviously, it's drying and powder is quite dry, but it makes it really smooth again. Like, it instantly smooths it out. It's great for something that's just in your bag that you can just grab, take, bring with you. I highly suggest it. I am going to probably wear this quite a lot. I feel like I would probably keep this in my bag for emergency use, or if I've suddenly gone, do you know what, I might go out, I just need some foundation. Once again, I might just shove this on. I think it's nice. I think it's really good, especially for something that doesn't have moisturizer underneath it. That's the other thing. Considering it attracted itself to my dry patches, I didn't have any moisturizer on. It might be really good with some moisturizer underneath. I need to try these things out, but I definitely think it's better for oily skin or combination skin. I wouldn't advise it for dry skin. I'd probably dodge the dry skin altogether if you've got this foundation. If you want something medium coverage to buildable, I suggest it. Overall, I like this foundation. I'd wear it again. I'd use it again. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to smash that sub button, hit that like button, and touch that bell notification button to get notified every time I post. Because obviously it does help me and this channel a lot. So thank you to everyone who's done that or is currently doing that. It means the world to me. I post every single Saturday at 8:30 p.m. UK time on the dot. So I'll see you next time. Bye!